let me just tell you something that'll blow your mind. The only place or the only time that you build muscle whenever you're in the gym is the final reps of the final set. That's the only time your body builds muscle. Until that point, everything is just a warm up. How so? Well, if your muscles are strong enough to move, so say you do let's talk about, right, so let's imagine a shoulder press, right? It's easy to imagine. So I'll put 10 kilos on each side of the shoulder press machine, and I'll do 10 reps, okay? Not building any muscle, just warming up the muscles, right? Then I'll put on another 2 tens each side. I've got 20 kilos each side. Put under the machine again, and then I start to push, right? Great, pushing. Then I'll go to my final set, okay? And I'll put another 2 10 kilos on each side. And I go 3, 2, 1. I go, "Ah," and I get it all the way up, boom, right? And then I'm like, 1, 2, still not building any muscle. 3, 4, still not building any muscle. 5, still not building any muscle. I'll tell you why in a minute. Down to here, and then I go, 6, okay, right? Now the muscle is about to be built. I go down slowly, and I go 7, and then Mark gives me a bit of a lift, like 7, okay? Down slowly. Now I'm not because I'm still lowering it on the negative portion, still using the muscle. Then I get to here, and he gives me a bit of push here. 8. Again, slowly, push, 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 push. 9, last rep. Slowly down, so I'm getting the negative, right? Get to here, and then I push, and I don't know if I'm gonna get it back up because my muscles are completely gone, now my arms are shaking, and I'm like, "Ah," I get to the top, Mark helps me," and then he goes slowly down, I go, "Oh," boom, and then the weights just stop, right? I just wanted to give you a full demo of what my final set looks like. My body only started building muscle in reps 7 to 10. Why? Because up until that point, my muscles were capable of moving the weight. They were capable of moving the weight, so they didn't have to recruit any more muscle fibers to remove or they didn't sorry, it didn't tear any of the muscle fibers because they were capable of holding the weight. So think about it. You have you have an iron bar, okay? So this is an iron bar, and you start loading weight onto the iron bar. So you hang a big cane over the end of it, right? You start loading weight onto the iron bar. I would love to give you something actually. Oh, here's this is better, okay? Birthday card. So here's the iron bar. You start loading weight onto this iron bar, right? So you load weight and it can hold it, right? So you load more and you load more. So what happens, right? You load more and more and more and more, and the iron bar starts to bend. And eventually you put so much on, what happens? The iron bar snaps. That's how strong the iron bar is because the iron bar was capable of holding the weight until the point when it started to give. And even if it had started to give and you hadn't put any more weight on, it still wouldn't have broken. Only when the iron bar breaks do you know where it needs reinforced. It's exactly the same as your muscle. When I got to rep 6, okay, I couldn't have done any more by myself. But because I was able to lower the weight to here, okay, my muscles are still working. And then Mark gave me a push. So now my muscles are fatigued. Now my muscles are breaking and ripping. Like my muscles have recruited every single possible muscle fiber that they can. They've like pulled in Johnny and Joe and Tim and Sam and Sean and all the boys, right? They're, come on, boys, we need girls. Actually, should have been girls, right? Pulling all the girls, right? All the girls. They're doing heavy lifting, and every single muscle fiber being recruited, and the muscle started to break. When the muscle breaks, it then builds back stronger. That's how your muscle grows. So whenever you go into the gym and you go like this on your 6th rep, and you get to the top, then you go, oh, failed, and you set the weights down. You have stopped at the point that your body was about to build muscle. And this is why people go to the gym and never get results. They go to the gym day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. But they look exactly the fucking same every year. Every year, their body doesn't change because they do the same weights in the same order, in the same routine. There's nothing wrong with that. But they don't go for more reps, more load, less rest, more negative reps. They don't push to failure But pushing you don't have to push to failure, you have to push past failure. Now, what if you don't have a spotter? What if I had got to here and I didn't have Mark to spot me? Well, what I would have done is gone down slowly, quickly jumped up, pulled some plates off the machine, sat back down, and boom, and done as many more reps as I could with less weight. And then I would have reached a point again of failure on that weight. I would have jumped up, taken more weights off the machine, gone again. Literally go until your body cannot go anymore. If you spotter. That's how you train to failure. If you don't train past failure, you don't give your muscles any chance to grow whatsoever. But that is what true, true, true failure is.